I was introduced as a cousin to his friends. Now he's texting me nonstop to apologize. Do I bother with closure or just move on? Let me set the scene. It was a Saturday I'd imagined spending in blissful retail solitude, scouting for deals and indulging in those guilty pleasures that fill gaps in your soul, like buttery, overpriced pretzels from the food court. I'd promised myself a break from the weight of emotional entanglements, even if just for a day. But there I was, riveted in place by the sight of Jake's all-too-familiar laugh echoing across the mall's glossy tiles. Before my brain could catch up to my pounding heart, I was already walking toward him, fueled by the naive hope that maybe this chance encounter would morph into one of those serendipitous movie moments. So imagine my heart skipping when Jake turned, the initial flash of recognition followed by an animated greeting that felt like a hearth's warmth on a winter day. For a split second I was enveloped in his presence, those months of inside jokes and quiet evenings glimpsing the stars. But that moment was short-lived. The universe's dramatic irony hit when he hailed me as his cousin from out of town, the jest delivered with an air that was almost too convincing for comfort. My instinct was to laugh along, the kind one does when tripping over thin air, attempting to preserve dignity mid-stumble. Internally, though, I wobbled, out of sync with reality, as if I'd stepped right into some parallel version of my life. What iced the cake wasn't just Jake getting lost back in his circle, meandering through conversations from which I was conspicuously excluded, but that rotten pit of discernment in my core. As I walked away, my mind recycled through the absurdity, each replay sharpening the sting of that public disownment. By the time I sat in my car, tears streamed unbidden, loosening mascara I was sure had been waterproof. The pretzel, once a comforting promise, lay half-eaten, much like my recent realization, and his text came, blunt as a forgotten punchline, prompting a silence I couldn't fill with either understanding or forgiving. It wasn't just weird. It was a complete unraveling of whatever fairy tale I'd unwittingly authored in my head. The choice was now clear. Do I reply, slide back into ambiguity, or face the fork in the road, daring enough to confront the raw truth of it all?